tips with sample answers.
Let's answer questions from Cambridge IELTS 17. Speaking Test 1. Well, let's talk about the cue card question now. I'm just going to read it for you. Describe the neighborhood you lived in when you were a child. You should say where in your town or city the neighborhood was and what kind of people lived there, what it was like to live in this neighborhood, and explain whether you would like to live in this neighborhood in the future. You will get 1 minute to prepare. You'll get 1 minute to read the question. You may take notes if you wish. So, it's very important to pay attention to the tiny parts of the question. As the statement says, describe the neighborhood you lived in when you were a child. If you are living there or you don't live there, you have to still describe that place where you lived when you were a child. We are supposed to mention where, the town or city, the place. Then what kind of people lived in there? What kind of people? What kind of people? Good, bad, what were their professions? And they were nice, cruel, amazing, friendly, whatever. We can talk about that. What it was like to live in this neighborhood. How did you feel when you lived in there? Good, bad, happy, sad. We can talk about that. And the last part of the question, and explain whether you would like to live in this neighborhood in the future. Well, as the question is pretty clear, let's try to talk about the answer now. You're supposed to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Well, let's answer this cue card question. How to start? Let me tell you about. Let's talk about. I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the neighborhood where I lived in my childhood. As I'm supposed to talk about. So, let's begin. As I'm supposed to talk about a neighborhood where I lived in my childhood. It was located in Karachi, Pakistan. What kind of people lived there? Now, it's your time to talk about that. People were very friendly, kind. Some of them were not very friendly. Some of them made a lot of noise at night. That was very disturbing for me. I could not get good sleep during my exams, and I could not wake up fresh in the morning. I remember a lot of people sitting out on the streets. It was also a nuisance. It was really nice living at that neighborhood, but I still longed for a place that would be better than that place, because that place was very disturbing because of the noise and traffic noise as well, and the nuisance by people. People never slept early. There was loud music being played. It was never too appreciative. I was not too fond of that entire situation. So I enjoyed living there, but it wasn't a dream neighborhood for me. I believe I would not like to live in that neighborhood ever again, because I would love to live at a place that is more peaceful, serene, and I can, get to know people around me who are from the same profession, and we can hang out together. If you learned anything from this topic, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It would be a great help for the channel. Thank you.